She complains that she's fat and overweight. What am I supposed to do about this? I asked a client today if there was anything that he doesn't share with his wife, that he's maybe concerned about or holding back, that he'd like to talk with me about. And he said, there is something. She quite often brings up that she feels like she's overweight. I try to console her. I've tried saying, hey, you can do something about that and giving her suggestions, but it's not helping. She's not doing anything about it. It doesn't seem to make her feel better when I talk about it. I asked him, let's call him Seth. I asked Seth, well, does her weight bother you? Are you attracted to her? And he's like, yeah, I'm definitely attracted to her. But it's not fun when she complains about it and I don't know how to help her. So let's talk about that, Seth. Can you fix it for her? No. Have you tried the logical approach to it, like we men try to do most often? Yes, he's tried the logical approach. How's that going for you? Not going very well, right? She's still complaining about it, and her complaining is getting frustrating. Seth, is the complaining itself sexy? No, it's not. Absolutely. So how do I help her with this? Well, here's the thing, Seth. You don't help her directly with this. You need to talk with her about it, and I'll tell you right now how to do that. If your wife complains about something, you can just connect with her emotionally first. You can talk about, I understand how that's hard for you. I can understand how that feels. Most likely, she just wants you to listen and not fix it. We've talked about that in other videos. If she complains again about something, you connect with her emotionally. Women are emotional creatures. Always make sure you're connecting emotionally first. If she's asked a second time, or if she's basically said it out loud a second time, you can ask the question, would you like my advice on what you can do, or would you just like me to listen? And I'm happy just to listen if that's what you'd like. Most often she's going to say, I just like you to listen and thank you for listening. If she really does want some advice, or if she is basically suggesting something, then is when she's going to tell you, yeah, I'd like us to work out together. If that's something that you want, and make sure that you want it before you promise it, go ahead and start talking about making plans. And then you lead and you make plans to work out together. Maybe it starts with a walk after dinner. Maybe you plan meals. Maybe you plan not to eat after 7 p.m., right? Maybe you plan not to buy the Lifesaver candies anymore because you guys can't help yourself. If you want to make plans, if you want to work out together, you need to take the initiative as a man and start to make those plans. She's not going to be happy if you just sit back and wait. If she just says, no, I just want you to listen, thank you for listening, great, you've done your job as her partner. Then if she brings it up a third time, honestly, at that point, you might just let it sit. I would just let it sit, give it a pregnant pause. You're there and you're present with her. You might acknowledge her. But at this point, you may want to use a different tact than connecting with her emotionally. Sometimes it's appropriate to let her feel the discomfort of her emotions without releasing the pressure, without you releasing the pressure for her. So then what do you do at that point? I would give it at least a few hours. Maybe you bring it up later that week. Give it some time. Bring it up again when everything is calm and good. I'd like to talk about something that you brought up earlier in the week. I noticed that you brought up again earlier this week that you're concerned about your weight. And I understand, and I'm here for you. I want you to know I'm attracted to you. I love our relationship. I love how you feel. I love your skin. I love your lips. I love your shape. Use your own words, Seth, okay? The point is, I, as a man, want you to feel sexy in the relationship. I want you to feel good about yourself. And when you feel sexy, when you feel good about yourself, that's attractive to me. I brought this up because I want you to know complaining about it isn't sexy. Complaining about something is not attractive. Now, I really care about our relationship and I want to be honest with you, and I'm happy to talk about it if you like, but the complaining itself isn't attractive. And then Seth, give it a pregnant pause. Let it sit. Let her feel the uncomfortable emotions that are probably going to go through her at this time. This is how you open the conversation and do your job as a man to set a boundary around the complaining. You're happy to listen. You're happy to offer suggestions. And if you like, you're happy to do things with her. Go to the gym, talk about nutrition. But you're not okay with listening to the complaining. So at this point, you've set your boundary. You've stated what you find attractive about her. And you have said you want her to feel sexual and attractive. And if she wants to take that into her own hands and do something about it, great. If she wants to ask you for help or advice, fantastic, you're here. But the complaining is not okay. Seth, give that a try and let me know how it goes. Who knows how she's going to react, but the most important thing for you is to stay calm, centered, be in frame, be the lighthouse, be the rock for her. I'll bet you it's going to go better than you would expect. You set your boundaries, you're there for her, you're having an adult, mature relationship conversation, and you're handling what's starting to become frustrating to you, which is the complaining. That's a key, Seth. If something is becoming frustrating to you, you know that it's crossing a boundary and it needs to be discussed.
I'm gonna tell you about a woman whose heart is sunshine, whose body burn hot. I'm gonna tell you about a woman who's cold as tundra, with some frozen eyes. I can tell by the way she moves that she cares, and it's lovely too.